Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. Welcome to another super awesome game. We are, as you may have expected, playing Hearthstone. I am me, the guy who I am. So, it is the start of a new season. We do have the pirate card back. It's pretty cool looking, but for now we're gonna stick with the ice back because it's awesome. For the start of this season, I do believe that I am going to keep going with the warrior deck that we were playing at the end of last season because it's awesome. I do want to kind of create a pirate-themed warrior deck in honor of the new card back, if you will. I don't know whether or not such a thing is viable. I don't know whether or not I have enough cards to do that kind of thing. I probably don't. But I want to give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, so that's what's in the future. I want to apologize for not having very many videos this week. It's been kind of a fun-filled adventure in my world right now. So I am sorry. Hopefully, heading into the weekend, I'll have a little more time to record some videos. I know I keep saying I'm going to record some Arcade. Hopefully that will happen. Greetings to our friend, the Wild Card. And yeah, I think it'll be good. I have a lot of things that I'd like to say about Arcade. I think it has a lot of potential as a recording media, whatever it is. I finally figured out how to record it. For a long time, the anti-cheat built-in, stuff for the game was preventing my recording software from hooking into it to get the recording properly done. But I figured out the checkbox I need to click to make that not a problem. So in the future, the videos will be a possibility. I just figured that out, I think, yesterday, the day before yesterday. So hopefully that'll be the case. And I'm pretty excited about it overall. Pretty not excited about what he just did to me. But that's okay. It's going to be okay. Because we're going to cleave. Or maybe we are going to do this. Let's do this instead. Cleave is probably a better move. We probably should have killed this guy. But I'm not going to stress about it. I think it's going to be okay. So it is October. I also want to try to make a Halloween-y themed something. I don't know if it'll be for Hearthstone or maybe when holiday themes hit one of the various MMOs that exist. Something along those lines. Just not sure. But I do want to do it. I do think it'll be good. And I do think we're going to do this. Yes. Get the card draw. Glorious. Perfect. Another fantastic move on our part. As I've said many times before, I feel like going into the action with great confidence is a fantastic ability. I've been watching some of my videos to try to figure out, ways to make them better, and I've realized that I use the words and a little too much. So I will be making a conscious effort to try to cut back on that a little bit. I think that's probably a good thing. But, you know, we'll see. Right then was an example of something that I would try to stop saying. The in that. Oh, he is so got us. I didn't even realize we were at 6 health. That's what happens when you're talking and you're not paying attention. 4, 6. Yes, that happens. Okay. Well, that is the end for us in this game. We applaud our opponent silently. Can't lose any stars because we're horribly low ranked. It's the start of the season and we sucked last season. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Maybe one more game as this, and then I don't know, maybe we'll try building a deck on the air just to see what happens. Play around, that kind of thing. Could be good, could be terrible. You guys will let me know what you think. You probably won't actually. It'll probably be like radio silence. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know what? I need to stop saying that. I do this for the potential future, not for those of you watching now, even though those of you watching now are incredibly important. I want to help future generations enjoy the world that is a world with me. How's that for cockiness? Okay, we do not want to play anything now because that's a great opening hand and that will obliteratify our poor little Undertaker, which is the only move we have other than coining into an Armor Smith or a Loot Hoarder. But that seems drastic and bad. It's a waste of a coin, and I will not have it. Not on my channel, not ever, not now. Maybe not ever. Maybe not ever is what I mean to say. Maybe someday. Okay. I'm thinking that now actually Undertaker coin Loot Hoarder is actually a decent move because it makes this big enough that not just one of them can take it out, and we still have the Loot Hoarder to deal with potential future damage situations. But that kind of throws a kink into the whole system. That's okay. We're gonna be okay with that. Don't stress. Don't be angry. Life is too short. That is what they often say. We're gonna toss this against that. Seems like a fairly good opening move. And I think we'll Worgen. You know, it may be a terrible way to do things. I'm not quite sure, really. But I like the Raging Worgen card. So let's see if it can do some magical things for us. May have been better to, combo that kind of thing at 6 mana with charge, but, it is what it is. You can't make everything an awesome play. Sometimes you have to use cheap cards for the fact that they are cheap cards. Yes, sirree. Fair enough. Okay. So, I think this, that, and End Eternity. This is a good start to a fresh board. A nice, decent-sized taunt overall, paired with the Frothing Berserker. It's a good way to get started. A lot of potential to power this up, especially if we run with the Death's Bite. Death's Bite can do some fantastic things for the Berserker with more minions on the field. Especially in combination with an Armor Smith. If we can get some minions on the field, we can really catch up. We're not really too far behind at this point, even though the only damage he's taken is damage that he's induced upon himself from life tap. But that's okay. Yes. Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna drop that like a hurricane. We're gonna do the damage because that is good. If we trigger this nonsense, it will be awesome. And awesome will be its name. Even throw out a Sylvanas to make things interesting, but it may be a little too early for that since they don't have any real creatures on the floor, if you will. Armor Smith might be a better move, to be honest. I'm even thinking maybe dropping a charge on the Berserker is not a bad idea. It's because it'll give it a little more oomph. But then again, Armor Smith and Battle Rage after unleashing the Death Rattle on this, also not a bad move. Okay, well, we're just gonna do it. Like, really, what's the worst that can happen to us at this point? Do this. I like it. Simple, to the point, dangerous. That is delicious. Cool, refreshing. Let's do this. Let's just make that happen. Yeah. I think that's good. Sylvanas is a nice threatening card to throw out there when they're low on health and don't have a lot of board control. Especially if we can get rid of that taunt in a decent way and maybe drop the Taskmaster on Sylvanas, that's a good combo in my opinion. It's a really good combo. Okay then. Excuse me. Apologize. How rude of me. How rude. Okay, perfect. Here's what we're gonna do. Two of those. Drop the well played. And smash him to the face. Salute. Ooh, sweet, sweet gold. Okay, so we're going to do something we haven't really done. We're going to try to throw together a deck. It's going to be a warrior deck because I'm trying to get experience with warrior decks. It's going to be called Yarg. Yeah, that's right. It's called Yarg. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with all the pirates. Okay. Now that being said, once you have pirates, you're gonna need weapons. Reaper, maybe even a Gorehowl. I think we're gonna add him for killerifying. We're going to want to get the weaponsmith. Mortal Strike is probably a good idea. Heroic Strike is a great idea. Cleave, Whirlwind, Removal, Inner Rage, all good things. This feels like a terrible deck right off the bat. Do we need to make... We lost our name. Yarg. Okay, there we go. So do we need to make any adjustments? So we want to keep the pirates because that's the point, even if they're terrible. Heroic Strike, probably not a great idea realistically, but also probably pretty good in a weird way. Want more weapons. Reaper, Gorehowl. Don't know if Gorehowl was a good move. Probably for the removal, all things considering. What's our mana curve? So mostly 1 and 2 with some 4s. We might need some heavier hitting things, but I don't know. So we're just going to give this terrible deck a try, and because we are below good rank or above good rank at this point, we're going to play ranked because we have nothing to lose, literally, and we will see how the Yarg deck plays. And for good measure, we're going to play with the pirate backs because that's the key to life. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay, I think we can ditch those two for now because they don't do us much good in the beginning. Okay, so we can lead with the Corsair unless, yes. It's turn 1, we're against a priest, so 1 durability from their weapon, not going to do us any good. That is the simple truth. We can drop this if necessary, but hopefully not. I'd like to get the charge effect if we can. I don't think it's going to be an option, though. Of course. Well, let's drop it anyway. We do need minions on the board. We'll remove the Divine Shield. Just give that a little less flexibility, if you will. A rogue deck using pirates and using the Defias Bandits as a combo card probably would fit well with the theme as well, come to think of it. Yes. Healy, heal, heal. Good job, priest. Beautiful. We have the most expensive card in our deck. Good job. I have very seldom seen the Light Warden actually used in such a way that it's useful. Ooh, double clerics. We want to let him overdraw, I think. I think that's a good idea. Like the overdraw that's produced from this, if we could get him to drop like a circle of healing, that will just destroy his card backs. Destroy his deck. It's really good, actually. Like, ridiculously so. Okay, so we're gonna deal that to the face, let it do some damage. We're gonna encourage him to actually heal these and get the card draw. Yep. He'll very quickly overdraw with 2 clerics on the field. It's a very real possibility. Very, very real. We may have to do something about that, though. It's not a good thing for us. But at the same time, it might be okay. Might be okay, as long as we can armor up. Yeah. We can combo these two on turn 8. That's a good finishing move. It's a great finishing move. 6, 7. Depending on what he's got, we could be in good shape if we can make it to turn 8, as long as he doesn't have a taunt. Yeah, it could be pretty good for us. Okay, what do we want to do here? So, oh, it's rough. It's very rough. We don't want him to be able to do both of those things to us. Gonna Mortal Strike and execute one of them. Then we'll armor up and do the damage. Yeah. I think we may be in good shape. I don't think this deck is in any way good. I think it's terrible, but I think we may win this game. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be okay. Or he could have a very, well, that's the way to do it. Done. Good deal. Well, that was a good time. We're gonna play one more game since we have a new deck. We'll throw in the 4-game mode, if you will. This video will run a little long. I apologize, but we want to see how terrible our new deck really is. Against a hunter, this could be exciting. Pumpkin patch, how fitting considering the time of year. Okay, so Bloodsail Corsair could actually be very good against a hunter. Double cleave and a whirlwind. Not bad. I kind of want to hold on to this in case he plays a weapon early on. Odds are he won't, though, so it may be a waste of holding on to a card. Cool. We have 2 now. We're just gonna go with it. Seems legit. Yarg. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee. Okay. Very typical hunter deck at this point. Not surprised at all. Ooh. It's just bad for us. Just very bad. We can cleave next turn, which will be good. Cleave is awesome. It's very much one of my favorite cards. Except for when there aren't 2 minions on the field, then it's pretty sad to have cleave in your hand. Oh, just want to break our hearts, don't they? It's okay. It's okay. Five damage to the face. Not bad. Just no winning, is there? Six damage is a lot. We're in trouble. We lost this game, guaranteed. There's no way to win. I know, I built this deck. Oh, jeez. Of course, just pile on the giant cats and the wolf. Okay, well, let's make things interesting, shall we? Yeah, we're toast. Salute. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Thank you very much for tuning in. I don't know if the Yarg deck will stick around. It's pretty terrible, but maybe I'll try to modify it and see if we can't make it at least viable enough to play around with in a joke. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I do hope I will see you next time.